Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares his story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or at Instagram at Just Keep Swimming _podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your friend, your boy, your host, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we back at it again with another great episode for you. And you already know who I got with me, the man, the myth, the legend. It's Mr.
Captain Capper.
Okay, damn. Just blew my speakers out and shit.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, I thought through the whole salute up and everything.
That's Cap. I'm watching him. There was no salute.
Look,
Captain Capper just capped.
Oh,
hey, I was just showing you what not to do since I manage all of it.
Wow.
Yeah, but I did pull it up, the second time when I was saying that. Anyways, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, dog.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Beautiful day, beautiful morning.
Yeah. If you had a good day, I'm glad you had a good day. If you did you?
Yo, yeah, no, I'm good. Look, I heard this supposed to be the hurricane's supposed to come this way.
Yeah.
I am excited. I'm
Same.
like, please come.
Yes.
Please come.
I'm just mad it was a fucking 108 today before the hurricane's supposed to come in. It was drizzling as I was coming over here.
Really?
Just like those couple of droplets and shit. I'm like, where the fuck's the cool air?
I didn't get any drizzle.
Okay, maybe I'm sure I dozed off in science a few times, but I always thought when hurricanes come, the air is warmer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's why I thought like the warm tropical air is what makes the hurricanes happen.
It's the difference in air pressure.
Yeah.
From like the different temperatures.
Okay, well, my name as captain does not mean I'm a sailor of the ship. So like I said, I managed the cap. I didn't know that. I learned something new.
Right over here, running around with Admiral Action. I don't know nothing about the water. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know you already been hearing them talk right now, but bring it back to the microphone for the second time. Go ahead, Captain, introduce him.
So, again, you heard him before. This is my main man, Mr. Baron Buck, but also his full name is Fernando Garcia. How are you doing today, brother?
You capped again. It's not my full name.
Fernando Antonio Garcia. I don't know the second last name.
Yeah, you're close.
Yeah, I'm sure you got two doubles somewhere. I'm sure you got a double middle name or a double last name.
It was double. First, middle, and double last.
Double last.
Yeah.
That's tight.
But what is the
Oh shit! Can I move this?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
What is the second last?
Padilla or Padilla. Padilla. Yeah.
Okay, man.
Okay,
Yeah, how are you doing today, brother?
We're hanging in there.
Yeah? I feel bad. Given what we was talking about the last couple of days, I understand and I know where you're at too. So like,
Hey.
When you
Fist bumps.
When'd you cut your hair?
A month, 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So I'm still waiting on my box to send it in to get it made into a wig at some point.
Right.
But yeah.
It was pretty good. It was pretty damn long.
Oh, it was long, bro. That's all I was
long.
saying. I was shocked when I saw how short this now. I was like, oh wow, finally.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've had short hair.
Right.
So like when I close my door to my car, I still like do a little hair whip. I'm like, wait, I don't need to do that anymore.
I'm good. Right. Right. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. My food no more. Nothing.
Right. Yeah.
That especially.
Yes.
I love it, fellas. So today's, ladies and gentlemen, we have a good episode for you guys as always. Excuse me, but not a super deep episode. I don't expect it to be super long, but it should be a fun episode. And today's episode, I want to talk about life quotes. So, we always have our guests share a quote at the end of the episode, if not us ourselves. But today, I just kind of want to do an episode focused on quotes in general. And I have like just 3 solid questions on quotes that I just want to go with us today. And then, it should be a fun episode for us.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. And I'm just going to dive with the most easiest question we have. What is your favorite quote? Your all-time favorite quote, like that's just in your blood, you just love it, Just the quote that just does it for you.
Are you pulling yours up?
Yeah,
okay.
Go for it. You got it.
Okay, so, and I've mentioned this numerous times on the podcast, but again, and it's funny because it's cool to see Anaya pick up after it, because I replaced I erased my whiteboard and put up some new stuff, but the next time she came over, she unclicked the marker and put every L as a lesson. Like, she forced that back up on my board. I'm like, wow. Like, yeah, I honestly can't get away from that, because every L is a lesson if you choose to look at it that way. And I feel it's definitely easier for me nowadays to like incorporate that, since I've been saying it for so long and enacting it for so long. But it really truly means a lot for me, because I've taken a lot of L's from taking it undeservedly, taking it deservedly, but it always makes me come out stronger and more wiser at the end of the day. So I always kind of stick with that one as my favorite for sure.
No, I love it. And I think that's always like the most powerful quote for sure, and if you can really get that mindset in your everyday life, you know what I'm saying, it'll make it so you don't look at life as, difficulties or I'm getting beat up. You look at it as, okay, I'm being learning something, I'm still learning, I'm still being taught, I'm still growing,
Yeah.
So I think that's a great mindset.
It takes that pressure off too, because like, again, you can't be perfect, You're gonna go through trials, and you just gotta come out and do your best the next time. As long as you're not dead, you can still take something from it.
You can still take something from it. Exactly. I love it.
It's funny you said that quote, because I have the same, but from an older time period.
Okay.
It was when I prepared a few. I wasn't sure what we were going to go through, but I was, being prepared. And one of them was, it's not what happens to you, it's how you react that matters.
Yes.
So along the same lines, like you said, every L is a lesson if you look at it that way.
Right.
So as long as you're reacting in the mindset of growth, then your L is now a lesson.
Exactly. And I think that's a beautiful way to say it. As long as you're acting with the mindset of growth, because like I said, a lot of people act in the mindset of victim, you know what I'm saying? I'm the target, they're trying to keep another black man down, you know what I'm saying? Or, they mad at me because I'm a female in this place, all males. Whatever the hell the case may be, it's like, stop making yourself the victim and look at yourself as a student.
Yes.
It's okay. Learn something new today. I learned that I can't talk like that here. I learned I can't do that here, whatever the case may be.
And life is the greatest lesson at that, I don't think, in the same regard, right? And I feel to kind of branch out into like another dimension of our 2 quotes is based on how people react to it, that really tells you who you should really be fucking with at the end of the day. Because like, if you just sit back and observe and see how they handle like an inopportune or like just not a good situation, really tells, okay, well, should I really heed this person's advice? Should I really be hanging around with them that often? Because that's just draining. Like, yeah, I know it sucks, and I'm not saying like you shouldn't go through the motions. That's a part of the human experience. Right. But like, it really shows like, are you gonna pick yourself up afterwards and just really take from it so you can become a better person, rather than, like you said, being a victim of the circumstance.
Yes. Exactly. And then are you going to change up something? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're struggling with saving, are you finally going to stop going out there eating sushi every week? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to finally learn this lesson? Like, okay, I can't eat sushi every week. That's a lesson learned. Let me learn my lesson. Yeah, and I agree with all of that. I think that's beautiful.
What's yours?
So for me, I had a lot going through my head. You know me, I'm a quote master. But the one that I had in my head that I think is just all-time favorite is, you can only control your thoughts, actions, and reactions. That's all you control. You can't control shit else in this world. I can't control the airflow. I can control the weather. I can't control how my boss is going to respond. You know, I can control how I come at her. I can control how I come back at her, but I can't control how she's going to respond.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't control what you're thinking right now, Fernando. I can control none of that shit. You know, all I can truly control is myself, my thoughts, my actions, and my reactions. You know,
in a weird, like, from your quote, like a weird realization I kind of had is like, you know, for the people that don't understand that, you know, those are people that are like kind of power or control hungry for different situations. But it's crazy how if you just understand that you can only control yourself in all those aspects, that gives you the most power over anybody.
Over anything.
Okay, well, something happens. Well, how much are you really going to let that affect you?
Right.
You have that choice.
Exactly.
Rather than trying to control what that effect is in the first place.
Exactly. You know? No, so that's exactly what my mindset was. Definitely at the beginning of this week. Like, this quote really spun out at the beginning of this week because, you know, with the whole new company and everything, some coworkers like to complain. You know, so I'm not gonna throw nobody out there, but some people like to complain. And it's like, I like to be nice and listen, definitely because I'm a helper. I like to help, listen, definitely if I can just hear something. But at some point, it's like, okay, I can control this person always coming at me with all this negativity, but I can't control how I react to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can either indulge in it, or I can put my barrier up right now. They can talk, but that's just going through one ear, out the other. That's just hitting a brick wall and bouncing right back, you know. What's the word? I ain't rubber, you a glue. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt. Like, okay, you can say what you want to say, but you're not about to break my day because I control my day.
I'm not gonna say I like that quote. I am rubber, you are glue.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Oh, you never heard that?
No.
Bro, I am rubber, you are glue. Whatever you says to me, whatever you says, bounce it off of me and sticks to you.
You know? I didn't know that one either.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard that shit.
No.
Sticks and stones that break my bones, words never hurt me. Like
that one, I do know that one.
Yeah. Okay, so that was always the same. That was always like the rebuttal. It was like sticks and stones that break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I ain't rubber, you are glue. Whatever you say to me, bounce off of me, stick to you. Like, so you can say what you want to say to me.
Yeah.
You can say what you want to say to me, but it ain't gonna stick. You can call me ugly, bad, whatever. You know what? That's a projection of what you think of yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you think you're ugly, you're gonna assume I'm ugly. I don't see myself as ugly. Bounce off of me. Get away from me. You know what I'm saying? Not today's day. Not today, devil.
That gave me so much revelation. I'm not saying anything, but just on the account of recent events, like that makes fucking sense, bro.
It makes sense, and it makes so much stuff easier because it makes you stop worrying about others. It makes you stop worrying about what they're doing, what's happening over there, what's going to happen tomorrow. It's like, let me just focus on right now, today. You know, let me get a positive thought going. Let me make me some dinner. And, you know, let me enjoy my meal. You know, whatever the case may be. But it's like, it helps me just focus on the right now. It helps me just not, because, you know, I'm an Aries. I'm the first sign of the zodiac. I'm a ram. You know what I'm saying? I'm you know, I used to be a shover. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a bully, low key. But then at the same time, I had to understand, I can't make this girl call me back. I can't make somebody come over when I want them to come over. I can't make people act the way I want them to act. So let me just be me. Let people do them, and whoever's made for me will come to me. Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna force nothing. So,
yeah. And along those lines, I was thinking, meditating on it.
Let it marinate.
The way you react to things, right? So, today actually, my boss, he came into the office and he was going off about something, and then he was like, "That's why I like Fernando," and I was like, huh? Like, because it's my supervisor and I were in the office, and then he just comes in. He's like, and he was talking to my supervisor about something. He's like, "That's why I like Fernando." I was like, huh? Like, what?
Why you like people?
I wasn't even like listening. And then he's like, because something happens and this man just reacts, and he doesn't, you know, slow down. He just picks it right up, and then complete 180. He'll flip around and go do what he needs to do, and he doesn't complain, blah blah blah. But I feel like that's just what it is. That's what it should be. Why would you let something stop you or bog you down or slow you down when, okay, this happened, cool, it happened, don't be sorry, be better. Like
exactly. So
flip around and do what you need to do.
So on my end, my type of work, I do a lot of cases. You know what I'm saying? I got to reach out to Armor to find money. Nigga, once I send this email, it's done. I can't do shit about this right now till this person respond. Maybe 2 days I can follow up. But until then, I'm done. Move on. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here and wait. They gonna respond. Like what? Nigga, hell no. My day's gonna be gone doing that. Like,
and same thing with me. Like, I work with a lot of cases too. And just for example, like, I didn't have really too much to do yesterday, but today it kind of started off where it was like, okay, well, this request. So somebody called a kid and made this request. Oh, I just got an email. I gotta work on this account. Blah blah blah. Okay, well, first off, for this account, I need more information. You just told me to take some people off and add this new person, but I have no information to put this new person in. Okay, let me type up an email. Oh, make sure, okay, do I need this? Okay. Hey, I need all of this. I have a couple questions before I can do anything. Send it off. Done. Well, they don't send anything. They haven't sent anything back today. Okay, well, cool. All right, now I can work on this other thing. Oh, this other person hasn't responded in the past 2 weeks. I called, I sent both of them an email. Can't do anything. Okay, well, move on. Oh, then now I have nothing to do. Okay, well, let me go see if anybody else needs help. And then other than that, like, I'm going to just chill and wait for something to come in. Probably be a little proactive, clean up a little bit. But there's not much else I can do. I'm going to just be me.
Yeah. As you should. Again,
as you should.
The bounce back, right?
Yes, 100%.
Yes. So, no, I love it, though. That's me, like, just definitely with choices, I control my choices. The only thing I can't control is my choices. I can't control anybody else in the world. I can't make nobody, like I said, I can't make nobody love me. I can't make nobody call me back. Can't make nobody show up to my party. Whatever the case may be, you can't force it. Just send the invite, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Send a text message, leave it alone. If they respond, they respond. If not, okay. I'm not the go kick down your door and like, where the fuck you at? Why don't you hit me back? Like, make somebody react. No. If you don't want to answer me, fuck it. Don't answer me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep moving, dog. I got other shit to do.
Yeah.
So that's how I love it. Okay, cool. So that was my first question. My second question now.
I'm going to throw my quote out there.
Oh, yes, please.
So, like I said, I had a few, but the one that really stuck out to me, I actually have it on my Instagram. It's the only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing.
Yes.
Because a lot of people like to talk.
Yes.
All the time.
And it's like, do you even know what you're saying?
Yes.
Like, are you just talking to talk because it's fluff?
Yes.
It has no substance.
That guy reminds me of Erykah Badu's line. Damn. The person who knows something, he knows nothing at all.
Yes.
So it's like, I know some stuff, but because I know some stuff, I know there's a lot of stuff I don't know about.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you said this earlier, but when you said that quote, it kind of made me think, like, you got to understand that, like, life is the greatest teacher. And we don't know shit about life. Like, yeah, we may be on this earth 25, 30 something years, but like,
what do I really longer than that?
Boy, in your lifetime.
In my lifetime, yeah.
In my lifetime, I've been on earth for 70 years.
Okay.
Yeah. As of right now, I've been on earth for 30 years.
Yeah. And even for the human history, we've been on life for many, many, many years, and we still haven't figured this shit out, So it's like, well, understand that, like, you don't know everything and just keep continuing to learn. And that's that true wisdom, because now you're open to actually obtaining these lessons from mistakes or just actual gifts of lessons and revelations about life. It just keeps you moldable and adaptable and, like, kind of as humble and honest as possible. And it kind of flows into reacting the way you want to react. If you want to react upset, then that's fine on you, but that's not making you enjoyable. If you're being upset on some circumstance, it just shows me that, like, you're trying to expect to know how this should be, but
or you think you know. You think you're supposed to go this way and it doesn't go that way, and now you're mad. And that's let go of control. 100%. It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. Just do what you can and go from there.
100%.
So yeah, I love both of those. And something deep that you said about the human existence. This is a little side note I learned the other day. Well, watching YouTube and shit. But he said so if the Earth was a clock, You know what I'm saying? You can
like
see, you know.
Second, or,
yeah, humans only been here for about 5 minutes. The last from 11:55 to 12. That's how long we've been here for.
Right.
The Earth has been around. So the Earth has been around from 12 all the way to 11:55, and then we pop up for the last 5 minutes. That's how long we've been on this planet for in the relevant, other than the years of the planet and how long we've been here in years and
like that,
technology and all that shit. We ain't been here that long. So it's like there's no way in the world that everybody knows something, you know. And the smartest man in the world knows he doesn't know anything, you know. Like, and that's what's like mind blowing, because like I hear stuff like John Maxwell, my favorite speaker. You know what I'm saying? He goes up there and talks about life all the time and how to be a business and how to be a leader. But you know what he does? When he goes into a venue and you know they walk him through the back, he walks through the kitchen and then he sees somebody cooking. He be like, "What are you cooking? Can you teach me that?" And he sits there and learns how to cook something new. When he has to be on stage in 10 minutes, he wants to learn something new still.
Right.
You know, and it's like, this man knows a lot. This man makes millions of dollars just about what he knows, and he's still trying to learn something on the side. You know, so that should be a sign that you don't know everything. You know, there's a book out there called written by wasn't super rich people, not the Illuminati, but they're a part of the Illuminati, like the
Freemasons.
Not the Freemasons. They're literally like a family. It's like Rockefellers.
Oh,
The Rockefellers. One of the Rockefellers wrote a book called Sense of Incompleteness. $1 billion family somebody wrote a book called Sense of Incompleteness. He has all the money he needs. He can buy whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants, and he feels incomplete. That should tell you he still has a lot to learn about life. You know what I'm saying? Because he conquered what a lot of us are trying to conquer, but he doesn't feel happy about it. You know, and that's like crazy in my eyes when I think stuff like that.
There's always something else to like gather.
There's always something to gather and grow to, bro.
Yes.
It's always something. Whether it's something just middle school and little, you know, how to talk to kids, like that should be something that everybody should learn.
Yeah, and it's that arrogance, right? So you will see people who are like, I am an expert at this, but a true expert would know you ain't shit.
I can't do shit. Yeah. Like, look, you want to keep it 1,000, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna see if y'all play on this. Have you noticed there is no doctor professionals? They're all practices.
Oh, there you go.
They ain't no master doctor's office. They're all practices. Come to my practice. Yeah. I'm trying to learn. I know a lot about the brain, but it's still a practice to me. It's still more I'm learning every day.
And the fact that like, you know, the professors that are teaching these doctoral programs and stuff like that, who, from what I understood and what I like kind of heard about when you're going into like your PhD, it's all research.
All research. You're doing your own research. You pick what you want to learn and you do your own research on the topic. You write your own thesis on it.
And that's how you get your doctor?
Yeah.
It's like that's...
Well, PhD is philosophical studies of something.
Whatever that field that you're going in. And that's beautiful in a sense. I'm just like, it really, really opens up the world to what you can be. And in a sense, like depending on what you're doing, you don't necessarily need a PhD to be able to fulfill the things that you want to learn about. Yeah, if you just want to pick a random topic and you're coming fresh out of high school, like you can go ahead and do that and actually make some headway and gain a lot of knowledge and understand a lot of things in that field. But that's also preparing you, like, there's always still some more to figure the fuck out, you know?
Man, look, I was going deeper, low-key. I was going to say, when I go to college, I'm taking all these tests, so they want to see I learned something, so I have to know these answers exactly. But then when I go get my doctorate, my PhD, I'm writing a thesis.
Right. Yeah.
I'm writing an idea. Like, really, my nigga? I'm writing an idea, and that's how I get my doctorate, by writing an idea. Yes, I have to do hella facts and shit, but I'm just writing an idea. Yeah. I think this is why this happens. This is my proof. That's crazy, right? So it's not even something certain. They're writing theological. Yeah. Like you said, it's philosophy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. They get a doctorate, they get certificates to show they know everything about their field, but it's practice. Yeah. It's not even a game. You know what I'm saying? They're still just trying to learn it still.
And it's crazy when you like think about it, right? Like fresh out of high school, you're like, oh yeah, I conquered Calc 3. This shit was easy. I know a ton about math. Yeah. I'm gonna have an easy time. Bro, I'm doing my math major, and I'm like, I know shit. Like I know squat. Like
when I start doing the proofs, I was done with math. I was like, yeah, bro, this should not be hard.
Cause it's like, it was one of the things that was killing me about like high school when doing that shit was like, yo, I gotta build a proof on 1 + 1 = 2, but it's not as simple as anything.
It's a whole 2 pages.
There's a whole class I took. It was it was a number analysis, some class like that. I can't remember the title. But you literally go from proving what 0 is all the way to Calc 1.
Oh my god.
And you're doing proofs like this, I can't remember the name of the class. It's like basic number theory, elementary number analysis.
Okay.
That's what it was. And so you go literally proving from 0, like what a 0 is. Like, it's not nothing because it's something. But it's so like nothing would be like a null set. But even a null set can contain a null set, so it's not technically nothing.
Yeah.
So you go from that all the way up to Calc 1. So you're doing like Riemann sums, and you're doing,
oh my god,
limit definitions, stuff like that. And you're proving literally every step of the way. And it's one of the last classes in math, in your bachelor's. Mm-hmm. So that just goes to show, like, you think you know 1 + 1, but you go deep into like, what does it really mean?
What does it really mean? Right, exactly.
And then you're like, oh shit. So we're writing like 3-page proofs on 2 + 2. Right. And it's like,
that's real, bro, and that's 100% real, and that just shows you, like you said, there's always something to learn. Even though you may know everything about, you think you know everything about this, it's something another step above. Okay, now you can learn this part of it.
Yeah,
and it's like, damn, that's crazy.
As above, so below.
Man, for real. So, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to my next question. Then is, I think this right here will be a good discussion for sure. What is a quote that you don't understand but you always hear? Like a quote you just cannot sit with but you always hear. And I can start with mine. I have mine right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. This is the quote I have. I've been discussing this quote for years, and I get it, but I don't get it. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. Why do I want cake then if I can't eat it?
This is bad asking the real question.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though. Okay, so I get it. They always keep saying you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have the big, the big wedding cake and have it look pretty. It can only look pretty until you eat it, and then once you eat it, it's not pretty no more. Because you can't have it now, because now that you're eating it. But it's like, that's what I got it for, to eat it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's me. That's the one I can never understand.
That's very fair.
Maybe somebody can explain it to me. I was hoping one of you guys could had a life understanding of it.
I mean, okay, just to like say something based off the previous point where you was like, okay, well, yeah, what is 0? I feel like we have to actually do that type of proof for this quote. Because I understand when this quote is used and it makes sense in relation to the situation.
Yes.
But in the actual
wording of it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so I get it, because the situation is always, everybody out there saw movies when they use this line, the guy wants to be an Olympic runner, but he also wants to be married. And his wife gives him the ultimatum, you know what I'm saying? You can't be an Olympic runner and marry me at the same time. You got to pick one. So I kind of get you got options. You have to pick one. You can't have both. You have to pick one.
Yeah.
But why would I pick cake if I don't want to eat the shit? Why do I say I want cake why do I have a cake then if I can't eat the motherfucker? Don't give me the cake. You know what I'm saying? Give me a plastic cake.
Tons of at this point.
Oh man, this shit's been like in my blood. Like this quote has been in my blood for so long, and I just don't. Like one, I'm always wondering where they come from. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure it's one of them old timing lines and shit like that. And it probably used to make sense back in the day, mm-hmm. but like nowadays, it just makes no sense to me. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to justify it in my head, and maybe it's the other definition of have of you already had it. I have done this type thing. Like a past tense have. That's what I was in my mind. I was like, because I've heard the quote too, but I never really sat down and thought about it.
Yeah.
But like now I'm trying to think about it. I'm like, maybe if you've already had it, like you can't eat it after you've already had it.
So my perspective on it, as I'm thinking about it, is like, okay, so if you have your cake, right, and you eat the cake,
You don't have cake.
you don't have cake anymore.
Right.
But then it's like, why do I still want the cake if I ate it? Like that's what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I still want to have the cake if I was going to eat it? But then that goes into another paradox.
Maybe it's like you want seconds.
That's what I was thinking too. Cause so and then I try to replace the words. So let's try this one. You can't have your weed and smoke it too.
Like a drug dealer.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you can't smoke your
product.
Yeah, you can't smoke your own supply.
Right. But then what if you're not the dealer though? What if you're the person who bought it? So it's like, I got weed to smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why did I get it then? I got to put it on the mantle to sit there? Like,
Just treasure to stare at it.
you know? Like, you can't have bullets and shoot them too. Why do I have bullets for? You get what I'm saying? Like, and maybe I can't find another like analogy for something that
It's more relatable.
or more relatable, or just makes it make sense, or replace the words. I've been working with this for years, bro. This is one of them quotes that's just, I hear it's too much and it just irks my blood.
I don't know, dude. That's deep.
That's a deep one, right?
Yeah, that's deep. So
What's good to say?
I'll jump in next.
yeah.
So for me, when you asked the question, it made this one pop up in my head. I just gotta pull it up
Oh no, you good.
because it's right here.
Yeah, there's so many quotes out there. This is hard to understand them. Like,
So for me, it was the jack of all trades is master of none, right?
Damn, that's a good
So
one. Yeah.
for me, I like to be very multifaceted. I like to know at least a little bit about everything. So, I'm not a huge sports junkie, but
I know a little bit.
I can play the sports and I know the rules.
I can watch it,
The gist of it, Again, I just like to have my fingers dipped in everything and understand a little bit of everything. But when somebody told me this, I don't even remember what it was. I was little. But they told me that and I felt like shit. Because I'm like, damn, I'm not really good at anything.
Yeah.
And so that perpetuated into like adulthood. And even now I'm like, damn, I feel like I've never mastered anything 100%
Yes.
because
You know too
I'm in
much.
so many things. But then later in life, so like more recently, I'm talking like at most 2 years ago. Apparently it's not the full quote.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you heard the full quote?
Yeah,
I love
so
the full quote.
The full quote is, "The jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one."
Yes.
So I feel like that kind of boosted my ego a little bit. So I didn't feel like as much of shit.
So when I think of that quote, it takes me back to, cause I was like you, bro. I can cook, I can fix a car, I can do this, but I can't I can't put a car together, and I don't know how to make fucking pasta. You know what I'm saying? So I can do enough, but I can't do a lot. And I was good in subjects, but I didn't have a subject I mastered in. But so what always takes me back to the, I may get the parable wrong, please forgive me, but the parable of the owner and the 3 slaves. The owner was leaving, he gave every slave a bag of money and pretty much said, make me profitable. One slave came back, he turned 1 bag into like 10 bags. Next slave came back, he turned 1 bag into 5 bags. And the next slave came back and he didn't do nothing with it because he was scared, And, it kind of got me to the point of, damn, I forgot where I was going. I had it connected in my mind 2 seconds ago. But it had me to the point of, I'd rather do something and do a lot of somethings than do just one thing. And a lot of times that one thing may be nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're a master at doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? But, that I probably fucked that parable up. But,
It reminds me of that episode where SpongeBob and Patrick or SpongeBob's getting a fuck ton of trophies. And Patrick, he's like upset that he's not getting a trophy for anything until he finally gets a trophy for like the longest time doing nothing.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he's happy because he got his one trophy and he went right back to sleep. I gotta hold my title. Right. I'm saying, like, you know, it's like, yeah, SpongeBob being a master at fry cooking, jellyfishing, you know, playing whatever the fuck he plays and doing whatever he does, and Patrick is just one thing. Starfish who sleeps. You know what I'm saying? He's a master at it. He's a master of sleeping and not doing nothing, but what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And not to say, you know, it could work for a doctor or whatever the case may be, but at the same time, like, you miss out on so many other things you can learn and be good at.
Exactly.
You know? Because then at the same time, you think you're a master of one, but you actually don't know it because, like you said, a smart man knows he doesn't know everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you truly a master? You know, or just somebody who's really, really good at it.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't think of anything at the moment.
How dare you?
I know. Damn.
And like you said, these questions are random. I kind of thought of them as we was talking earlier, so I didn't expect that.
But like, no, both of those are pretty good because it's like, yeah, Jack of Trades, Master of None, and it's like, okay, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? But it seems like everybody that is successful, yeah, they're really good at one thing, but they also do numerous amounts of other things too.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, why do you shun people for being a jack of all trades, master of none? But like, those are the people that are like truly actually doing something bare minimum, like throughout their life and actually achieving goals that they want to accomplish.
Yeah, and even though it's only 1% of a whole bunch of stuff, that 1% adds up after a while.
Right.
You know, but like, yeah, I love how you said that though. Like, you're a master of one thing, but you have a lot more you can do. And then the way media perceives stuff, you know, they make, for example, for all you young bucks out there, Will Smith was more than an actor.
Yeah,
that nigga rapped.
Rapper,
that nigga was doing stand-up comedy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He does all this other stuff. Michelle Obama is more than just the vice president's or the president's wife. Like, she was an activist. She was writing books. She was doing this, that, and the third. Like, she probably didn't master all of it, but she did a lot of trades. You know what I'm saying? Right. She did a lot she's supposed to do. Like, so I think that right there, that was something that was always one of those that hurt my feelings. But then once I heard the master of none part, I was like, ooh, or the master of one. It's like, ooh, I am doing good because you're really good in the office, but what do you do after you leave the office? You know, because after this, nigga, I go shoot a podcast, I go ref flag football, I go host trivia, and I go to my grandma's house and pick weeds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I can do all that pretty damn well. Yeah. What do you do besides send a pretty damn good email?
Just that one thing.
To your master email. The email is beautiful. Master emails. But shit, can't do nothing else. Good for you.
I guess if I could speak, it kind of just in tandem with that quote too, and what we were just talking about is I just can't understand such pride about things. Like, you know, you have this one pride in one thing and you think you know everything and all of this, but it's like, it's just funny how it just doesn't fucking work out most of the time. Like, yeah, you may get far in that one field, but yeah, it's okay. Like, just think of it as the people that just solely focus on getting rich. Okay, yeah, well, what happens if fucking you're smoking your cigarette or your cigar and you're like, ha ha ha, and then a spark hits your fucking whole stash of money and it's all burnt up.
Stash of money.
Like, hold on, what do you say? Oops, nigga, but you're saying it to yourself and now you upset, lost all that, no monetary value, and you're not. But I just can't understand why you won't try to do anything else where you think it's just the last step just because you mastered one thing. And
I think what it is the fear of not being good at something else. You know, like, I always think about you always hear the stories. This guy was the best football player in the state and blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden he hurt his knee and he fucking ran into a corner and didn't do nothing no more because he has nothing else to do. He stopped with school because he thought everything, he put all his eggs in one basket and the basket broke. And now you screwed, you know. And it's like, you can never put all your eggs in one basket. Like,
Right.
You know, unless you're Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant would say make more eggs, which you always can do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, nigga, if you keep breaking that basket, it's like, okay, you need to get a new basket. You know what I'm saying? You got to
change something.
Change something up. Learn to put something in your sock or some shit. Like,
you know, and it's kind of related to something else too. Is well, I just thought of this example when you were saying that. You know, let's say for the case of Kobe Bryant, right? Like, yeah, you're really good at basketball, and some people expect when they're really good at something that warrants, you know, like a relationship. Okay, yeah, people want, you know, the other gender wants you, and you know, prides you on that because you're that good and you can provide for them. But just because you're that good at one thing and that you can provide in that manner doesn't mean
anything else.
Doesn't mean that you have a freebie or a waiver to not be a good partner. You know, like you also have to work on your relationship and do the things to make it respectable and healthy for everybody around, for your kids, your spouse, your friendships, and things of the sort.
Right.
Like you also have to work in these other fields, and then also, yeah, you're maybe a good basketball player, but you gotta work with your fucking team too. Like you gotta be able to communicate cohesively and like be able to let the spotlight get away from you to make the team work. You know, so yeah, I think that's just something that, you know, people should really think about when, you know, pursuing your passion. I'm not saying, you know, half-ass your passion, but also realize there's other aspects that also need to be worked on to make your life better. For the simple matter, that's your focus, right? So why not do the other things that would also aid in that?
Right, exactly. And then I'm sitting here thinking, when you said all that, first thing pop in my mind is, damn girl, you look hella good. Oh yeah, I know I always look good, but you dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Because you have no other traits but looking good. You know what I'm saying? You can look on the couch, you on the couch looking like a goddess, but you can't cook for shit, and you have no air, and you don't know how to put gas in your car. Like, you know, and then, trust me, I met people like that. I'm like, damn, you don't know how to put gas in your car, my nigga? You know,
that's crazy.
Like, she's amazing now. She's amazing. She doesn't great, but still, back in the day, though, it was like, damn, nigga, you can't put gas in your car.
That was like
gas in your car.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully.
The funny thing is, like, okay, I could understand if you live in a state where there's people out there like attending to your gas, like they pump the gas for you, but you never watched them put the gas in your car to figure out how to do it yourself. Like,
people don't, man.
Damn.
I always think about the kid that sit in the back of the limo the whole day and don't do shit until it's time for them to walk and wave.
Yeah.
You know, so crazy, man, crazy. So, cool. Last question for the evening then. I think this will be a good one as well. So, what is a quote you think everyone should know? It don't have to be your favorite, but what is a quote you think everybody should know?
So, for me, it's not necessarily a quote, but I heard it again recently, and it honestly like boosted my morale, given just like, you know, feeling burnt out and stuff like that. But it was the main quote was like, find where you're valued and stick with that. And I think the story was like, okay, well, this daughter of this dad finally graduated like college or something like that, right? So when she graduated, the dad said, he grabbed his keys and, okay, well, here, take these, and I'm giving you this car. So go drive it to the dealership and
see how much they
want it for, and come back and tell me. So they go. She goes, comes back, and he's like, okay, yeah, they want it for $1,000. Okay, well now drive it to like this pawn shop and tell me how much they want it for. Okay, goes, comes back, oh, it's $1. Now go to this meetup that's happening at like 6 o'clock, and then tell me what happens. And then it's like, okay, well, yeah, I came back and, you know, they're saying like, you know, they were enamored. They told me it was a Nissan GT, blah 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 blah, and that's like one of the most sought after car, you know, for whatever it is. And it's like, okay, take this, go where you're valued. Go find where you're valued and go and don't settle for anything less.
Right.
And I thought that was just a beautiful quote because it's like, yeah, there's several times in life where you try to fit in or go, you know, be where you think you want to be, but just the reality of the situation is like that environment isn't valuing who you are. So don't give up just because you weren't valued at this one place. Go somewhere else. And hey, they might not value you either, but at some point you're gonna find your tribe and you're gonna fucking really rock with them, and that's gonna be your people.
Right,
and
exactly.
To extend that even further, that may not be forever. like at some point value changes, right? Like just like the stock market or with gold and silver, right? There's stocks and they fluctuate. Okay, well once it's reached your, the end, even though it sucks, the journey still continues. Go where your value. I feel like that'll lead you down to where you're supposed to be, or to make the maximum amount of impact that you're supposed to make in this life. Making this life.
Yeah, no, and I always love that story. I never heard the car version, I always heard the watch version.
Oh, really?
But same principle though, dad gets son a watch, he goes to the jeweler, $50, goes to the pawn shop, $25, goes to the antique guy, $10,000. And it's like, because this watch is valuable, but they don't know the value. They don't know your value. That's why they value so low. But somebody who sees your value, they gonna give you what you're worth. Right. So I love that.
So I've never heard either of those. Yeah. That was a new one for me. Yeah.
Oh, good. We taught you something new today.
Yeah.
Welcome. Got him, coach. No.
that hit me hard. I think it was like less than 3-4 days ago, to be honest, when like I think it was like a TikTok or a reel or something. I was like, ooh, that made me fucking feel good. Let's go finish this fucking beat. let's go do this.
Wow. I love it. What you got, Fernando?
Okay, so mine, I actually said it earlier. I wouldn't even say it's a quote. Well, I'm gonna quote it from a coworker that literally just started with us Monday. So we were talking and we were fooling around, and she told, hold on, this is work. Pause. You gotta add that Jersey accent. Pause. But essentially what the quote is, don't be sorry, be better.
Yeah.
Because I feel like so many times you'll make a mistake and you look back and you're like, damn, I fucked that up. Yeah. Like shit. But there's no point in looking back. You can't change it. It's done. It's over with. Unless you find the way to make a time machine and disprove all the fucking theories. Even then, you're just creating another timeline. Your shit's still fucked in the other one.
Right.
Just be better. Fix that shit.
Right.
Get it over. It's done. Okay, that's cool. Now go fix it.
Yeah. I think just like a funny side note, I think the other version of that, I think it was the Boondocks that said it.
Don't be sorry, ho, be grateful.
Don't be sorry, ho, be careful.
Yeah. Don't be sorry, ho, be careful. Yeah. But same principle though.
Yeah, for real. Own up to when you fuck up, but don't let that hold you down. Like you were saying, every L is a lesson. You gotta fucking move forward and do your best to learn from that, or just be better.
Exactly. And even on top of that, don't put up a veil of perfection.
Yes.
Don't project perfection. Be proud of your mistakes.
Yeah.
You just be like, you know what? I fucked up. I'm gonna fix it though. I will improve.
I'm gonna get better every time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's real.
Yeah. It was funny at work because we was nearing the end, and I think I was throwing all of the sensitive paperwork into the tread. So I walked from my desk and I'll just kind of have a skip in my step, and then I misjudged where the seat was, and I tripped over it. It was I didn't fall, but my coworkers was like, "Oh, you good?" I'm just laughing. I'm like, "Yeah, no, I just tripped. I won't fall, but sometimes I fuck up, but it just created such a good energy around because I accept that I'm clumsy, but that it feels like once you accept that and drop the veil of being perfect, you get to connect with so many other people on a deeper level because shoot, they're probably trying to do the best they can, but they know they're not perfect, and they probably view you as a perfect person or something like that, but that's not relatable.
Yeah.
But once you show those flaws, it's okay, now they're human, they're just like me, they're not perfect, they're just a person,
You're so much more approachable when you show your vulnerable side.
Yeah.
And again, I keep relating back to work, but another coworker, it started Tuesday. Today we were talking and she was like, "You're such a great person." I'm like, "I'm not."
Yeah.
But she was like, "No." She's like, "You admit to your mistakes and you're not afraid to." And she's like, "Even if it's something little, you say my bad." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, because I'm not perfect.
That right.
And she's like, yeah, and that makes you so much more approachable. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, well, thank you.
Bro.
Like that's a really good compliment.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful because I get that too. You know what I'm saying? I get you know, I used to get told you say yes ma'am too much. You're too respectful. You're too, like you say, you apologize too much. But it's like, at the end of the day, you're human. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you respect. Like I feel like I deserve respect. You know what I'm saying? If I mess up, I want to step up for my flaws. Like I expect you to do it too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just let you know I'm just living life like you are.
Right. Accountability.
Yeah, I'm accountability, and that's what it is. A lot of people can't be accountable for themselves. You know, like I see times where I saw somebody, you fucked the report up. I know you fucked the report up because if I right click and I scroll down, and I put show edit history, it shows your name saying I fucked it up.
Bold letters.
Bold letters, yes, me. And you still will say, nah, I didn't do it. I can see screenshots, I can see all the proof to show you fucked it up, and you'll,
It was him.
Yeah.
It was
you were denying. Like, nigga, ain't nobody else who. It's only me and you.
Yeah.
It's only me and you. It's only me and you who used this report. I didn't do it because I wasn't here yesterday. This is yesterday. It was only you.
Just own up.
Own up. They won't own up to it. And it's like, no, fuck it. I'm just gonna fix it and I'm gonna roll with it. Because like at the end of the day, I can control my thoughts, action, reactions.
Right.
I threw it out there. They reacted. I threw out my reaction. After a while, I was like, no, fuck it. I'm not about to sit here and argue with you. I'm gonna roll on. So yeah.
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle. Yeah, I love it, man. So the quote. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Okay. So the quote I have is, I have two actually. I have two. Fernando had two earlier, so I can do two now.
Yeah.
So the first one, brought to you by John Maxwell, one of my favorite quotes ever. Attitude is the paintbrush of the mind. So if your attitude is toe up, or if you mad, or you're whatever the case may be, you're gonna paint that on your world. You know what I'm saying? If you're mad, you're gonna think everybody's mad. If you're sad, you're gonna think everybody's sad. If you're happy, you're gonna think everybody's happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you can really control your attitude, you can control your perspective, you can control your world. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to toss in here, if you had seen this man, he did the most majestic air paintbrush I have ever seen. He was like, it was crazy. It was so good.
Sorry.
I was
For real though.
astonished.
Hey man, when you smooth, it's smooth. So yeah, attitude is a paintbrush of the mind, and like I said, that right there was, you know, as long as with my I can control what I can control. That was my other quote for this week. And like I said, I walked in this week with, I'm gonna have a good attitude this way. I'm gonna be happy all this week.
Yeah.
I'm not letting nothing break me. You know what I'm saying? Today was a test. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 meetings, phone calls, complaining calls, all that shit. Nigga, roll off my back. You know what I'm saying? I am not letting you stress me at all. Cause I got a podcast today that I'm looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Yeah, okay, I hear you. Okay, understandable. Oh, you mad? Okay, well, go be mad. Hit me back when you feeling better. Because I'm not about to sit here and be mad and sad with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that's one. And then my second one, which I believe that everybody needs to literally just get into their vocabulary and be able to roll off their tongue. This too shall pass. And that right there goes for good and bad. You know what I'm saying? If you're one of my classes I had, psychology, they talk about how life is a merry-go-round. So you start off at the top. That's when everything's good. That's when everything broke his phone. That's when everything's good. Everything's all happy, sunshines and rainbows. And at some point, it's gonna get down to the bottom where life sucks. It's dark. It's lightning. It's thunder. You hate yourself.
Yeah.
And then when you're at the bottom, the only way you can go is back up to the top.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like life is a merry-go-round. Whatever it is, it's gonna pass. You know, if it's the best feeling in the world, yes, hold on to it, but understand it's gonna pass. You know what I'm saying? They say that a lot of people that win the Oscars, when they win the Oscars, after they win the Oscars, they're depressed because they hit the peak of the peak for what they believe in their career, and then now it's like, what next?
Yeah.
I already won an Oscar. What do I win now?
Earn another one.
So to bring it back to your previous quote about the attitude paints the mind, right? It's like, you know, not divulging like sensitive information, but like, you know, given my on the account of my recent experience, it's like, you know, that night when I hopped off the comms and shit, I laid in my bed and I was like, all right, God, what's next? What's next? Like, because obviously this didn't work out, so what's next in store, and it doesn't even have to be in that same field. It's just like, okay, what next experience
what's
gonna come next? If it's bad, okay, then what comes after that? If it's good, okay, then what's the next step past that?
Right.
Or making this beat. It's like, you know, I was happy this shit was a good ass beat, but
what's next?
What's next? Okay, well, yeah. What else am I gonna do? What other ideas do I have in store and stuff like that to keep me going? Because I can't be stuck on this moment.
Yeah. No, and I fully agree. And like, I know you got one more quote, Fernando. I'm gonna let you end it with it. But my mindset is, like you said, with this too shall pass. Also with the bad, you're tired, you're hungry, you're broke. It's gonna pass. You know what I'm saying? Just fight through it, swim through it, keep going. It's gonna pass. And you know, this always leads me to the thought of, you know, when you're happy, pray to God, say thank you. When you're sad, pray to God, say thank you. You know, no matter what it is, always give your thanks, because at the end of the day, it's a lesson.
Yes.
Or it's just the ultimate blessing that you're enjoying at the time. But at the same time, at some point, it's going past, and you have to get on to the next. So be thankful for whatever situation it is, even if it sucks and hurts.
Yeah.
Be happy you're going through it, because you know it's going to pass.
Right.
And if it's happy and lovely, thank you so much for letting me experience this. But I know that at some point my bills are going to be due again. I got paid. My bills are going to be paid need to be paid at some point too. So I know, let me prepare for the next. You know.
Right.
So this too shall pass. Always be prepared.
Oh, I love that. That was actually really good.
Oh yeah, you know me. Yeah, but yeah, Fernando. So I'm gonna let you wrap it up then. What you got for me, brother?
Okay, I got 2 words. It's a quote from a movie. That one too. Deadpool, obviously the most inspirational.
Yeah, the most inspirational movie. 1 or 2?
1. I wasn't a huge fan of 2.
I didn't care for 2 either.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen 2.
I only like the.
It speaks for itself.
Yeah, I only like the lucky girl. I think she was in 2.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
She was the only one that was cool. That was it. That's all I said. Because she was just, her power was luck. So like she was literally just walk off a mountain, walk off a building, and all of a sudden the truck is there to catch her, and she lands in the seat, and the dude's about to shoot her, but his gun would jam, and then he like slap her, but then he gets stuck in the seatbelt, and then she's just lucky. Crazy.
Manipulation of probability would be crazy.
Dude, for real.
Like I feel like that'd be the most overpowered power. But my quote is maximum effort.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
Yeah.
You could be down in the dumps, deep in the shit, and maximum effort.
Yep. Do your best.
Climb out of it.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all seen Team 4-Star, the bridge for Dragon Ball Z, but the Broly movie, like you said, maximum effort. I just thought of Broly because as soon as this man like transformed, he's like, my power is maximum. It just started going off.
Yes. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I mean, why not give the maximum effort? Why not do the best you can? Like, you know, there's so much wasted effort and potential if you don't do the best you can in any given situation. Like, yeah, you may be facing a 90-degree angle mountain with your car, but like, you know, at least fucking try if the fucking goal is the top of the mountain, you know? Like, the least you can do is try. And, you know, that's it. Just fight for anything.
Yeah.
Fight for what you want.
Yeah.
You may not win that fight, but at least you're not going to go back and regret the fact that you didn't try.
Facts.
No, and that's real. So like, you know, I think that's a beautiful quote to end it on, maximum effort, because I do that with the kids. You know, it's been teams that we lost every game. You know what I'm saying? We lost every game for 7 weeks. You know, no hesitation. We lost. We got blue fuck out. But at the end of the day, you know, I always encourage them trying hard. Just keep trying. You know, me personally, I'm doing the best I can to coach it. I can only do so much to make the plays without literally grabbing the ball and running it myself.
Right.
But at the same time, I always salute the kids. Yo, you doing great today. I see you feeling today, huh? You doing a lot better today. You won one today. Yeah, we lost, but it's only 6 points this time, not 12. We're getting better. We only lost by 2 points this time. We're getting better. We tied it this time. We're getting better. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, just keep coming out here and keep trying. As long as you keep trying, you're going to have fun. Right. You know what I'm saying? You may not win, but as long as you keep trying, you're going to have the best time of your life because you gave it all and you're going to be able to walk off and say, yeah, I may not got the result I wanted, but I did my very best and I'm accomplished. I feel good. I can sleep without regrets. You know, and I think that's the main thing of just be able to, when you lay your head down or whenever the smoke clears, you don't have those regrets of, fuck, man. You know what? I could have ran faster, but I was trying to save my energy for my girlfriend tonight, whatever the fuck the case may be. But you know what I'm saying? It could be dumb shit like that that's like, nah, leave it on the field right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to walk off this field feeling like, yeah, I could have tried harder, but I didn't like how coach was feeling today, or, you know.
Right.
I didn't sleep good last night, so fuck, I don't want to try that hard. I'm tired. I'm gonna jog. I need to go hard.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, go hard. You know, and that goes back to one other statement I heard. You cannot make up for yesterday. So, for the story was Coach Wooding, let's say this college basketball coach. One of his players went trying hard at that practice. He walked up to him and was like, hey man, I know you got a lot going on, but I just want to know what's happening. Are you okay? He's like, oh yeah, coach, man, I'm not feeling today, but I'm gonna make it up tomorrow. And he was like, well, I'll let you know you can't make this up tomorrow. You can come out here tomorrow and run until you bleed blood, but you can't make up what you didn't do today.
Right.
What's done today is over. If you don't give your hardest today, it's done. You can give your hardest tomorrow, but it will never make up for what you left today. Right. So that's like something like that. Maximum effort. Go all out today, because after this day is over, you can't come back unless you get a time machine. Unless you're the fucking Flash or Superman. But
even then, that's still like, even if you went back, that's still dilation in time, because why the fuck do you need to waste energy to go back in time
if you did all you did
today or in that moment, you know?
Exactly. So yeah, I think that was lovely, fellas. Lovely. I guess I can ask where you still swimming to. I'm not sure if that was a conversation for that.
I don't think so, but like, just like, you know, where's your next goal? Where are you swimming to, like, despite all of this?
I feel like just continuing to embrace myself and like what I'm doing. Like I said, going back on all the quotes, trying to really embody that. So, jack of all trades, master of none. But understanding that I can do more things and still be okay.
Yeah.
And then the don't be sorry, be better. Again, like we all said, unless we got time machines, we ain't repeating tomorrow or yesterday.
Right.
So just be better.
With maximum effort.
With maximum effort.
Yeah. With maximum effort.
Just tie all three of those together and improve on myself.
I love it.
I would say, especially starting off with what you said, like just embracing more of myself and not letting these situations like discourage me, and still just moving forward. And then just because something bad happened doesn't mean it stops. It's a lesson. And the more I be myself, then the more I'll find what's for me. Because for the last couple of years, you know, that's all I've been doing my best to do with maximum effort. And each time and each trial that I came through, I've been doing better. I've been getting that much closer to where I'm supposed to be and the people I'm supposed to be surrounded by. So, you know, if it keeps getting better that way, why stop now? Keep giving the maximum effort, and, you know, I'll get to where I want to be and get past further than that, because it doesn't stop. You know?
Amen. So I love it. And I semi agree with both of you guys. I think I just been using another word to describe it, but I literally been using the word selfish. I'm trying to be more selfish with myself recently. Definitely, like you said this week, I take on too many energies. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason that I should be tired. There's no reason I should be working and dreading talking to a coworker, or dreading doing this or doing that, or when I see somebody call, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, at the end of the day, I'm not required to do any of that shit. So it's like, no, let me start being more selfish with myself, you know, do the best I can for myself, you know, only control what I can control, you know what I'm saying? Just give the maximum effort for myself, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's reading more books, I'm gonna work out more, sometimes shutting the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to say. I don't want to talk on the subject, because I don't like the energy that me talking on the subject brings out of me, so I'm not gonna speak on it.
You know? To kind of piggyback off of that too, in a different perspective, I would say, working on not betraying myself.
Right.
And, you know, that just means like stop putting myself in compromising situations that's going to take away from me being the best I can.
Exactly.
For me and the people that I want to give the energy to.
Exactly.
Like, again, if I'm not gonna betray this person, but this person keeps betraying me, for an example, then why the fuck am I not treating myself as a person or as them? Because if I can't respect myself, then I can't give to what I want to give to.
Exactly.
If my well's empty.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? If your well is empty, what can you do? There's no point in having an empty well. You might as well go jump in there yourself. Like, yeah. I'm just saying, though, you know what I'm saying? If your well is empty, like, I had to do it last week. I was like, man, my well is empty right now. And I called out of work. I was like, man, fuck it. I need to be selfish, because at the end of the day, I can't keep sitting here having this energy and try to give you my best, because it's not authentic. It's irritated, you know what I'm saying? It's angry work, you know what I'm saying? It's not love. It's not working out of love. It's working out of anger and frustration. And it's like, ain't no point. You might as well not do it then if you're working out that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand personal goals. You push yourself, but if I'm trying to help somebody out and I'm just angry helping them, I shouldn't be helping you right now, bro.
Right.
You know, this is bad juju.
Because then again, you're not at maximum effort.
Not maximum effort, yeah, mentally, emotionally. Yeah, I'm just...
Self-care is important.
Self-care. Yes. I love it, man. So yeah, I'm really practicing self-care, whatever that may cause for me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever feelings I may possibly hurt, at the end of the day, if I have nothing in my cup, ain't no point in me trying to pour.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I need to fill my cup back up until I need my cup to overflow before I start pouring for you now. You know what I'm saying? I'm done getting halfway. Oh, I got something for you. Here you go. Nah, nigga, let me get me full first, and then I may give you a little bit. But you getting a homie splash. Yeah, you get a waterfall real quick, and that's it. You ain't getting a whole drink no more. So
you know, it was I don't know why what you said just kind of reminded me of last night. But I went to the gas station to get like a couple blacks, and like around where I live, I first saw this dude like when I was going to Natural Groceries to pick up some groceries, and as I was leaving, as I walked up, he was like, "Hey man, do you have any like money to give or something like that?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I have some extra dollars." And I was like, "Here, yo, take this 10. Like, go do what you need. Have a blessing." Okay. Well, one time before I left to go to the trip, I went to go get some Dutch Bros, and I picked some up, and the dude's standing out there, and I'm like, man, he looks familiar. I was like, I think he's that dude, but I'm like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to give. Like, this is what it is. Okay. Well, last night, it took me a minute to like recognize him, but get my blacks, and I'm like, oh, it's the same dude, and he goes outside before I do, so I get in my car, and like I'm looking at him, and how much $1 cost really played in my head, and I was like, damn, this nigga's really about to turn around if I just drive off and be like, oh, I'm God, you didn't get
right.
Yeah. I didn't have cash, I didn't have dollars, but like I had change in my fucking little door handle thing, and I was like, well, I don't ever use this shit. Let me just pull over. Hey. Then he asked somebody else for money, and then I don't think he got anything. And I was like, hey, bro, come here. Here, take this. I've been seeing you around a lot. This is, unfortunately, I don't got any cash or anything more, but here, take what
That's all I got.
Man, I got like at least 3 quarters in here and shit like that. You just got yourself a drink. So, here, this is what I can get. And that just, like, lifted so much from my soul, even though it felt like nothing was there, but it uplifted like what I can actually do, and I actually did it from like the bottom of my heart because I was able to. So like if I am overflowing, like let me overflow. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I may not be overflowing in all aspects, but maybe I'm overflowing in the aspect I can't help you out with. Yeah. And if I can do that, I will. Because similar story. I was going to the smoke shop, and then this dude was leaving right before me. I actually held the door for him, and I saw him run for the bus. I go get my stuff, I leave at the smoke shop, and I seen that he missed the bus. So I seen him trying to walk and get his shit together, and I was like, he's going my direction, let me ask if he need a ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, the safety and all that shit, don't do it. Man, something told me, just ask the man for a ride. I gave him a ride, he was so just happy, so good energy, you know what I'm saying? He was literally just over the bridge. It wasn't that far. Literally, you know my apartment is. You go over the bridge and boom, he was right there. So it wasn't that far at all. I didn't even have to waste no gas to give him a ride, a nickel of a gallon. So it's like, but that right there was me overflowing. I have enough to get you to where you need to go. I help you out. Shit, I don't think I even told nobody until just now.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't told nobody that story because it's like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who cares that I helped somebody? I don't need to show the world that. Yeah. I did it for me. I did it for me. I felt good. I felt like I helped somebody. The person I helped was appreciative, beyond appreciative, and I came back and I came wash dishes. You know what I'm saying? But it's
life goes on.
Yeah, life goes on. But at the same time, like you said, I did something for my spirit to make me feel like, okay, even though I feel like I don't have nothing, I still do have something.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Acknowledging your privileges.
Yes. Acknowledging the privileges that you overlook, that you see, like, you know, you believe they're basic or they're not nothing special, but there's somebody out there right now that would love to sleep on my couch right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there that would love that case of water I got in my kitchen, or the leftover spaghetti I got in there that I really dread eating for dinner tonight. Mm-hmm. But shit, let me be thankful that I got dinner. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel that. Anything other notes y'all want to leave on, fellas? No?
Everything was said.
Cool. Yeah, nah, fellas. I think that was I think that was an amazing episode. I appreciate both of you guys coming through. Fernando, thank you again for joining us again, bro, and dropping knowledge as always.
Appreciate you, Barry.
Yeah.
Reporting in.
Yeah, look, Admiral looking at it.
Yo, quick side note.
Okay.
When Fernando pointed out like the way you did that paint airbrush, yo, I was like, he said, oh yeah, you know, I'm smooth, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought of like LL Cool J. And then I was like, I got another nickname for you. And it's like, it's similar, but just unique enough. And I was like, double A Smooth J.
Double A Smooth J. I like that. Double A Smooth J. AA Smooth J.
AA Smooth J.
I like that. I'm gonna write that down.
So yeah, that's another one to go with Add More Action.
Yeah, I already changed my gamer tag, so I can't change that shit yet for a year. I need niggas to see my name get scared. Oh shit, Add More Action's in the lobby. He's like Admiral. Fucking Admiral. So I'm leaving it at this, but literally what I want to do one day, I love the guy that like plays Call of Duty. But the whole time he's like, all right, you guys, Lieutenant here reporting for duty. I need you to watch my sister. Where the fuck are you at, Johnny? I want to do that one day, like just 100% go army mode and just. I'm like, I wish I knew more army terms, but you know, all right, that's a big 10-4. Watch your 6, Roger that. You know, fuck you at him, yeah. But yeah, so but yeah, fellas, I appreciate y'all so much, Fernando. Thank you again, bro. Appreciate
like I said,
so much.
anytime, I'm always down.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Bro, I appreciate you so much again for another great episode, as always.
Yeah, thank you for letting me borrow your computer and everything's running smooth. So
good. As long as it runs smooth, as long as it saves, we all good to go. Everybody out there listening today, you know, reach out to us, share your favorite quotes with us. You always love to hear them. Shoot, we might share one on the show. Reach out to us on IG, Facebook, Google, all that jazz. You heard all the information at the beginning. But with all that being said, I hope you guys had a wonderful day, a marvelous afternoon, a blissful evening, and remember to just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Swimming.
What's the front?
Just keep swimming.
Not the sexy porno style. Hey, I'm about to say the power within. The power within.